Welcome to the 3 to Our Way podcast, a weekly 1-hour conversation about sports, television, film, music, and current events. Real live, no sites. Hosted by childhood friends Sherm the Barber, Substantial, and J Cash. 3 to Our Way is as humorous as it is informative. We bring our odd perspectives on odd stories to you via YouTube and all podcast platforms. Our weekly show is pre-recorded, but you can catch us live on the first Sunday of every month. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. Now let's get to it.
What's up? Welcome to 3 the Odd Way podcast.
What up?
I'm your boy. You just gonna jump in while I'm saying my intro? See? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody tell you to speak. It ain't your turn yet. I'll pass the mic to you when I'm done. Now, I am your Reverend Leon Lonnie Love. No, I'm J Cash, y'all. Y'all know what this is by now. My boy Substantial and my boy Shiggity Sherm, who at the bottom today. How's it feel down there?
Hey man, I shine from wherever I'm at, so it don't even matter, champ.
I know that's right. Hey, I'm thankful to the people that have tuned in again to another week's show. Hey man, we had 96 subscribers, man. What we need to do, y'all, the people that's out there watching, we need to get at least 4 more before tomorrow. You know what I mean? So like and subscribe and share the video, and make sure you tell all your friends about what you've been doing. And just be on top of what you've been doing, Substantial.
Well, Biggie, we got 996 style. We need 4 more.
That's not what I would have took it, but JB had. I got 96 problems. 99 problems. I ain't there yet. My bad.
Right. But yeah, man, chilling, man. Everything's cool over here. This weather ain't so great today, but it, the breeze was nice at least. You know what I'm saying?
About? We just entered the best week of the year.
Yeah, I mean, it's your birthday week, son. How you feeling, old man?
Feel good. Feels good to be 38.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's what we doing. Okay. Okay.
After a certain age, you start counting backwards. But
right. That's what we doing. Okay.
It feels good, man. Sherm, what's going on with you, bro?
Hey man, same old same. Just over here trying not to spill this drink all over the computer is all.
Okay.
I ain't getting no bike ride in, because of the weather. So
yeah,
I ain't really got nothing going on. Oh, we had Kwanzaa today.
Dope. Kwanzaa 365.
Yes, sir. Today we focused on Kuji Shagalia, which is collective works and responsibility.
Oh, that's self-determination, good sir.
Oh, crap.
We're going to edit that out, y'all.
Right. We're not. Right.
No, we're not.
We're live.
Let that ride.
Right.
Hey. But yeah, so it was a great discussion. Talked about voting rights and the importance of voting rights and becoming educated on your voting rights.
You've been following what's going on in Georgia?
With the voter suppression?
Yeah.
They up to their same old tricks, man.
Same old
got the oldest playbook in the world, man.
Right. And just keep recycling the same play. It's like the 3 plays you had in Tecmo Bowl.
Oh my God.
Right. That's what it is, man. Recycle the same plays.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's not even. It's why, because I keep hearing people when certain things happen, right? Mass shooting happens. Somebody says, "Oh my God, it's unbelievable." The voter suppression happened. Oh, it's unbelievable. Something else happened. It's unbelievable. I'm like, it's very believable.
It's very believable.
Like if you've been
paying attention, right?
The expectation at this point. This is what we do. Like, unfortunately, you know what I mean? So, I mean, now if you're saying you don't want to believe it, okay, but to call it unbelievable, you clearly are not paying attention to the history of this country. And we're not even talking about like way down the road, like, you know what I'm saying, a few weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, You know, it's crazy. Like going back to the mass shooting joint, I forget how many we've had this year, but it's been like a bunch.
3 this week.
Yo, crazy. It's crazy.
7 days of the week, and we've had 3 mass shootings. And of the 7, we've had 3.
Yeah, there's
not a good average, man.
Right. There's a site that I follow just to keep track of all of that. It's called gunviolencearchive.org. But if you ever want to see kind of what's been going on, like what's happened this year and all of that, man, like the data is just like they're just constantly updating it just so you can see what's happening in the country. Because a lot of time, a good amount of this stuff happens and no one knows that it's happening because, you know, local news coverage, depending on how many people were killed or how many people were hurt, will determine whether or not the story will go national or not. You know what I mean? Right. And so just because you don't see it on national news or on local news don't mean it ain't happening, because it's happening all the time here, man.
Isn't that crazy? It's like 2 people get killed. Oh, that ain't bad enough. Man, what else we got?
Right.
6 people get killed. All right, yeah, let's run that story. Yeah, that's
yeah.
Like, damn, 2 people
don't even look, man. It's wild.
Yeah, but I ain't about to you know, keep putting a damp on an already gloomy day. Let me say what's up to some people in the chat right now. I see Johnny always representing. What's going on, Johnny?
What up?
Luna Bunny, I see you. Steph, I see you. How you doing, Steph?
What up, Steph?
Stan was talking about you off camera, but I ain't gonna tell you what he said.
That's code for Cash was talking about you.
I ain't gonna tell you what he said though.
he still want that smoke, Steph. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
we got to schedule this and lock this in. You know,
Shane, you got like you gonna bet against me or something?
I mean, look,
you already know I am.
Fuck y'all, fuck both of y'all. What? Y'all ain't got no face in your boy.
No. Zero.
Bust these Jodeci tones.
I have absolute faith in you, Cash, and your inability to beat Steph at singing. You know what I'm saying? I think you can hold the tune, but yeah, I'm going with Steph on this one. You know what I'm saying? I've lost. You know? Now, if we talking basketball, I got money on you. You know what I'm saying? Off the height, reach. I don't know what Steph J look like.
I don't know. Steph might give him the business there too.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, word. All right, sure.
Oh, wait a minute. Steph coming for you.
I love Cash in his raggedy voice. So talking trash. Hey, bro, y'all be fucking with me all day. But anyway, man, we got a lot to talk about today.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
Let's start with you, Substantial. What's good in your world?
Yeah, man. So disclaimer out the gate, brother slipping on getting all the imagery and all of that together because we're having a lot of technical issues, and yeah, we start running our miles. So I'm slipping. Just giving y'all heads up. It's gonna be our beautiful faces today. If I can work some magic, I'll let y'all know. But yeah, sorry, fellas. I love you. Don't be mad. You know what I'm saying? But we do got banners. Banners. So, yeah. So much to talk about, man. So off top, there is a series that is coming out called Them, right? And so off top, when you see briefly what it looks like and then the title, you immediately think of Us. And you know, rightfully so, there are some like similarities. But basically the show is about a Black family moves to an all-white Los Angeles neighborhood where malevolent forces next door and otherworldly threaten to taunt, ravage, and destroy them. Oh my God, the trailer is intense to say the least. It kind of gives me a combination of like Us and Lovecraft Country vibes, you know what I mean? Because of the whole supernatural side of things. But I'm intrigued because, you know, the creator is Little Marvin and what's the sister name? Oh my God, I had it right here and it disappeared.
I don't know.
Sister who did The Shy.
Lena Waithe.
Yeah, Lila Waithe. Yeah. So
that was a good show too.
Oh yeah, man. She does great work. You know what I mean? She's had like a few misses here and there, but not much. You know what I mean? She's normally anything with her name on it, you can pretty much bet on. But
The Chi was a hit. I don't care what nobody tell you. That was a good show.
Yeah, The Chi is excellent. It's an excellent show.
Yep.
Yeah, man. But
I saw the trailer, and I think that it's gonna make a lot of my Caucasian people out there. How y'all doing? All 6 of y'all. It's gonna make a lot of them mad because, well, I won't say that. Some of them understand. Like this is stuff that actually happened, and the harassment of Black people that's been documented over the years, and so-called white space. You know what I mean? So this to me gives you every element of that, and it looks pretty intense. At first, when I thought it was a play on Us, Jordan Peele.
Naturally.
Yeah, but it's actually not, you know. Some of the same vibes, like Sherm's talking about it early off camera. It looks like some of the same vibes of it because, of course, it's supposed to be a suspenseful thriller. But it looks very intriguing, man. I'm looking forward to when it comes out. April 9th on what's the platform?
Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's important to remember, I think part of the reason why we're also getting Us vibes is because the daughter from Us is actually in this as well. So that definitely, you know, all the cues are there. You're like, yep, nope, I see what you did there, right?
Yeah, but especially with the song at the beginning too.
Yes. Yeah, they definitely are playing that up. My hope is that it's very different. And plus, I'm interested too because it sounds like it's showing Compton before Compton became like what we know it as now. But then they put in an interesting twist on actual history. So so it should be dope. I mean, definitely let us know if y'all have seen the trailer in the comments. If you haven't, definitely look it up after the show.
After the show, don't leave the show.
You know what I'm saying?
So let me go check that out right now.
Right. All right, fellas, peace. Yeah, man. But definitely that trailer was super dope. And probably the one that caught my attention the most. The other one that was absolute fire, and I expected nothing less. And I definitely recommend everyone check it out. Is the Suicide Squad 2 trailer. The new one is directed by James Gunn. If you know about James Gunn, you know Guardians of the Galaxy. All of those movies were excellent. He also did this indie film called Super, which is a dark comedy where a dude dresses up like a superhero, but he doesn't have powers. He's like literally fighting crime with a wrench. And it's super graphic because when this man is hitting people with the wrench, it's like one of them big, like, you know, them joints they work on cars with.
Paul Bunyan joints.
Yeah, so you already know it's all bad. This man was like someone cutting line. And money goes out, jumps out of line, dresses up, gets the wrench. You know what I mean? For someone cutting the line. But anyway, Suicide Squad 2 looks like it's going to be hilarious. Like, yeah, yo, because just off
the same cast, though?
Say again?
Is it the same cast, like Will Smith?
No, Will Smith is not in it. It's
they cut Willie.
Yeah. Well, no, I think Will Smith said he didn't want to do it. You know what I mean? But
damn, he's probably too busy at the red table with Jada Pinkett.
Yeah. I mean, you know, listen, I think it has more to do with the fact that the first one didn't do well. You know what I mean? And so he was just like, cut my losses. But the second they got James Gunn involved, I mean,
like that's a budgeting thing because you know his pay. His contract is pretty damn high these days.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, look, man, they got, in this joint, they got Margot Robbie. She's back. You know what I mean? They got Idris Elba, right? They got Idris in it? Yeah. Idris is in it. They what was it? Who else is in it? Oh my God. What was it? I'm trying to remember her name. Let me bring it up real quick. But yeah, man, it's an all-star cast. You know what I mean? It's a lot of stars in there. So
that's damn good.
The main character I'm looking forward to though, and this is the deep cut for the comic book heads, is King Shark. I'm there for King Shark, dog. The fact that they decided to put King Shark in a film that's not animated, it's going to be comedy gold. And they got Sylvester Stallone doing the voice. So it's ridiculous.
Oh, wow.
He's in the meeting with his hand up, and he's like, hand Like just dog is like part man, then part like shark body, and it's rated R too. So it's oh my god, bro, it looked crazy. If y'all ain't seen it yet, definitely check out the trailer. It looks like gold, man.
Did you know? Did you catch up on Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Yes, absolutely. So my recommendations for this month, definitely Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 2 was dope. I'm really the Flag Smashers, man. I'm so intrigued. I like what they did with them this episode. We got a little peek into their world and how they're moving around and stuff. Yeah, thank you, Johnny. Yeah, Viola Davis is also in Suicide Squad as well. So yeah, clearly budget wasn't an issue, bro. Like if they wanted Will and Will was down, they could have got him. But I think Will just I heard early on that he was like, nah, I'm out. But anyway, back to Falcon and Winter Soldier. I love the fact that they introduced Abraham's character, the brother who was also a Captain America, the one who went into the Korean War. So that's super exciting because the kid who's his family is actually a character from Young Avengers in the comics named Patriot. So, you know, they're setting up a whole lot of Easter eggs, man, and stuff for down the road.
Right.
They planting seeds and it's exciting to see. Of course, the action was stupid. Like the action was crazy in this. And hey, man, it was in Maryland. It was in B-more. So that was dope. But yeah, man, I'm excited to see where that show goes next. But 2 other recommendations I got for y'all for shows to check out if y'all haven't already. Definitely check out Genius Aretha. Me and the missus finished that whole series this week. Aretha Franklin's story, man, it's wow. Like yeah, it's so much, bro. Like it's so much in there, so much stuff I didn't know. And of course her catalog, dog, like she's probably I want to look it up to be sure, but she might be one of the most sampled women in music. You know what I mean? Like, because every time I'm playing a song, I'm like, oh, such and such sample that. Oh, such and such sample that.
She's a queen. That's why they call her the queen.
Yeah, queen of soul, man. You know, and the fact that like a lot of what we heard her on, dude, like she was singing it and playing it on the keys at the same time. Just, she was, and didn't read music either, man. So she was just.
You can never say that Aretha is underrated. You can say she's unappreciated, especially as time goes on and we're not in this generation as in depth with history, you know what I mean, and keeping a certain person's spotlight alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if anybody of today's generation sleeps on us because they just don't know, but that's definitely one to check out, though.
Yeah. Definitely. Oh man, it's excellent, man. And the dynamic, the relationship with her family, bro. Like when you see all of that, that's a whole conversation in itself because that joint had all the drama. I was. It's it was crazy, man. But
who you got winning on Wednesday?
What we talking about? Wind and Fire and
no, that's not Wednesday.
I was about to say that ain't Wednesday. Yeah, that's the second. That's on the second.
Godzilla versus King Kong.
Oh my god!
Right. Well, look, I'm gonna ride with my Japan fan. We're gonna say Godzilla. You know what I'm saying? Godzilla.
Okay.
Like Godzilla, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. I'm just saying whatever. But
I got Kong coming out there. I'm gonna be pissed. I'll be pissed at Kong.
We're gonna partner up, B. You know what I'm saying? You know, let our powers combine. You know what I'm saying? Planet, you know. But was it my last my last recommendation, man, would be Queen Sugar. If y'all haven't been watching Queen Sugar is probably one of the more slept on shows that not enough people talk about. But in terms of shows that I really feel like do an excellent job of capturing the Black experience, especially the people of the South, talking about like Black entrepreneurship, what it's like for Black athletes, talking about what like the local politics and all of these different things, like, you know, dealing with generations of hate in a particular area and being exploited, talking about the prison industrial complex. Like the show touches on so much, but man, this last episode that they had articulated something in a way that I've never seen it articulated before. And I'm bringing up the quote right now because my wife posted it. Shout out to Shell, but we had like, man, we had a really heavy conversation after this last episode, and I'm gonna end with this. But the quote was from the character Nova, and she said, every person's actions are every Black person's actions are seen as a collective endeavor. Every action besides success, of course. Every bad thing that one of us may experience or cause reflects on all of us in the eyes of American society. And that line is so important because basically they're talking about the George Floyd joint, and her man is white, and he's a former police officer. So she asked him when he saw that, she was like, yo, do you feel shame when you see that? And like, and his daughter's there with him. Both of them are white, and they get quiet, right? And then like he was like, no, because it wasn't me. And then she basically says, I find that interesting because as a Black, if he was Black and did that, I would feel ashamed. And when she says that, yo, I think about every time I turn on the news and we hear something violent happen. So we all wait for a second. We all take pause to see if it's going to be someone who looked like us.
We are oh my
right.
God, that's a good point.
We understand that if someone does that, it's going to make it harder for all of us. But that's part of colonialism, like all of these different things that have happened over the years where part of it's also a cultural thing, right? But a big part of it's also colonialism where one person does something and now all of us are in trouble.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
As a Black man that worked in corporate America, you don't understand that aspect of it until you're actually there. Everything you do is magnified. You know what I mean? And it represents all of you. So I couldn't go to work and have an off day. Because if I have an off day, then it sets the tone for everybody. And it's so unfair. How
many Black people don't get hired because you had an off day?
Exactly. You know what I mean? Or if I had a dispute with, somebody, maybe we're not seeing eye to eye on the numbers, and the aftermath is I'm labeled argumentative. You know what I mean? Labeling me argumentative in that one circumstance means that every other Black person that comes along is going to be looked at as potentially being argumentative as well. So that line, you need to send me that because that is so true. Like we are collective regardless. If something bad happens, then it's a bad reflection on all of us. But when something good happens, then it's just an individual. Yeah,
they're an exception, right? Like, crazy. I mean, listen, as a indie artist, right? Not even a mainstream successful artist. I've literally had European fans, white fans, reach out sometimes talking to me, seem cool initially. And then when I go to post something talking about like Black Lives Matter or anything related to that, some of those same people will sometimes reach out and basically say things along the lines of, oh, but you're different. You're not like the rest of them.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, dog, I've had that said to me damn near I would say bare minimum every other year of my career, and sometimes multiple times in a year. And right? Like, that's
yeah.
Right. They really think that. Like, yo,
doing you a favor.
I'm like, so wait a minute. So most of my people are shit, is what you're saying, but I'm cool.
Right.
Thanks. Like, dog, like, come on, bro.
Yeah, you don't want to look too a decent Negro. What Nas joint? These are our people. Right.
Yeah. Right. And so, dude,
Negro.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So it's like I take it upon myself to flame them whenever possible. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of keep be real clear about shit. But that show, man, I would definitely I highly recommend everyone check it out. It deals with a lot of powerful stuff. It's a great show, man, and how they address Black trauma and the Black family unit and working through the difficulties and challenges we have is powerful. But anyway, that's my time, man. I just wanted to hit y'all with that joint.
Appreciate you, Stan.
Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all, brothers. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Thugs here.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, sure, man. What you been doing? What you got going on, bro?
Well, it's been a pretty decent amount going on in the world of hip hop. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that last. It's right. So we got I'm gonna kind of try to get through this shit real quick because we got some fuckery in the mix. So first of all, shout out to I don't want to do this one first because that'll segue in. Okay, so I'll start off with the music. It's been a lot of music this week. Gallant released the album. Shout out Gallant. He's a local artist. He released the album this week called Neptune. It's pretty good. El Mickels or Michelle's Affair released the album.
They dropped something new.
Yeah, Yeti Seed.
Dog, I'm adding that to the queue right now. I love them dudes.
Yeah, that joint's good.
El Michelle Affair.
Michelle Affair. Thank you. Thank you very much.
When you first said Mickels, I was like,
I was going to ask you first, but I was like, fuck it. There's no segue into asking him, so I'll just wait and fuck it up a little bit and
roll the dice.
But so Straight to Truth and My Son released the album.
My Son, the General.
Inside,
My Son, the General. Still my top 3 Funk Flex freestyles.
Yeah,
if you ain't seen it, I'ma send it to you.
He's always been kind of slept on. Well, then he had his jail stint, which kind of threw his whole career off. But yeah, that album's pretty good. The albums that stuck with me though are my man Nico is a Brazilian hip hop artist. He released an album called 88. Man. So I'll get back to the title of his. Vic Mensa released a EP called I Take, which is pretty dope. Okay.
What? I think you listen to Vic Mensa.
So I'm hold on one second. So Nico joint is called 88 Days a Week. What'd you say about Vic Mensa?
I think you listened to him. I didn't.
Yeah. I like Vic Mensa. I started off with Vic Mensa off the Internet tape, his first mixtape. And after that, he kind of changed up. He kind of got real emo, and I kind of fell off with him for about 2 to 3 projects. I listened to him, but they didn't really do a whole bunch for me. But then I heard the I Tape. This joint is reminiscent of Internet tape. It's straightforward, kind of more straightforward hip hop than you've been used to from his previous projects. After the ones after Internet tape. But so I Tape is super dope, man. He has Tish Hyman on the joint. He has Just Blaze on the intro track.
Just Blaze?
Okay. Yeah, so he definitely goes in on that joint. He just blazes on that joint. I feel like anybody can rap on the Just Blaze joint. I feel like if you give me a mixtape full of Just Blaze, I'm gonna be
pretty much.
Right. Like Sherm went in, son.
I'm gonna be a hype man. I'm gonna be your hype man. Shit.
Just Blaze beat is like, it's like Super Soldier Serum and shit. You know what I'm saying?
HGH or some shit.
Right.
Man. But the standout tracks on there, like I said, I'm trying to get through these joints quick because we got some shit. So the standout tracks to me are going to be Shelter. And the introduction is, like I said, that's a joint with Just Blaze. And the track with Tish Hyman is super dope, Millionaires. Off of the Nico Is joint.
Oh my God.
What happened?
I'm good.
So off the Nico Is joint, I don't know if anybody's familiar with Nico Is, but I was introduced to him through Talib, through a video that Talib had posted a long time ago. But he's super dope. Like I said, he's a Brazilian hip hop artist. Like he's really different, man. Like he's a breath of fresh air when it comes to hip hop. Like you're gonna get the same Nico. Like he's just kind of he's more of a swagger. Like he addresses political shit. He addresses industry politics, and he addresses just straight up swagger. Like he's just everything. But the production that he chooses is so different because you're gonna get that Brazilian flavor. You're gonna get a little Afro beat flavor at times. Then you're gonna get just some straight up hip hop. This joint is with producer California Terry. He normally works with Thanks Joey, his homeboy from high school, but all of his shit is dope. Please definitely check out Vic Mensa, I Tape. prior to that, he released V-Tape, which is also dope. I don't know what's going on with that guy, but
Step into the light.
Dope.
Step into the light.
Stan keep falling in the sunken place out here. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, please check these joints out. Go back and listen to. So I'm assuming Vic is also going to release a C tape, V tape, I tape. I'm assuming C tape. So check these joints out. Check out 88 Days a Week. Go back and check out his other joints. They are also dope. And next up, we got a shout out to my man Nasir Jones once again for his induction into the Library of Congress.
Yes.
So he was inducted.
Summers, it wasn't even a goal. What? You know how deep that line is, but go ahead, bro.
So on Wednesday, March 24th, Illmatic was inducted and by Carla Hayden, Librarian of Congress, 14th Librarian of Congress, Black Librarian of Congress. She said that she named the LP as one of the audio treasures worthy of preservation for all time based on their cultural, historical, or aesthetic importance in the nation's recorded sound heritage, alongside 24 other recordings. So shout out to Nasir Jones.
Salute. Hey,
Nasir Jones.
Hey, so quick, can I do humble brag?
Please do.
Yeah, so I actually beat Nas into the Library of Congress, son.
Oh,
yes, son. So when I heard that, I was like, how is that album not already in it? Because we did a Nujabes tribute in 2019. And when we did the tribute, they had us do an interview. We talked about his history, this, that, and the third. And part of his history and legacy is my first solo album, which he executive produced. So it was inducted that particular day. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's right there with the kid. I beat him by 2 years. You know what I'm saying? No, my check about the same. Definitely no Nas bucks, but yeah,
it's still noteworthy, man. Still noteworthy.
I mean, he got a contract with Hennessy. You can do one for Aqua.
Yeah.
Some plant-based, some sort of plant-based product.
Yeah. Hummus. Right. Let's do hummus. Let's start there. Right. But anyway, go ahead, good sir. So we're talking about Nasir Jones.
Yes, sir.
But
shout out Nasir Jones. So
here we go.
On to the next Nas.
Here we go.
Yeah, so yesterday, I believe, Lil Nas X released a video entitled Montero. My heart is beating a little faster right now in thinking about talking about this because it's
different.
It's different. So the video starts off with Mr. X, Nas X, in what appears to be heaven. He dances with a serpent. He does other things with a serpent. And then as the story goes, he is then thrust into the fiery bowels of hell.
No, don't say thrust. The Bama twerked his way down.
He stripper pole twerked his way into the fiery bowels of hell.
Yeah.
Where he then proceeds to perform quite the explicit lap dance on what would appear to be the devil. So, in watching the video, I was definitely aghast. Absolutely aghast.
You didn't say what he did to the devil after the lap dance, though.
Oh, he killed the devil.
Right.
took the devil's crown and placed it upon his head, and then I would assume became the new devil. So in dissecting the video, just what the video is, and the lyrics. Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
There was lyrics to it?
Oh my. Huh?
It was lyrics to it?
Oh, it's lyrics.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's lyrics. And they are, oh man, so like I said, in dissecting the video, I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, if this were a female, this would just be some regular old kinky shit. So I gotta respect it for being what it is. He is who he is, and he appreciates who he is, which is, absolutely fine. And then when he starts making out, so it's a basic video. Like it's nothing far out from anything when you just break the video down to its base. It's just a dude expressing his sexual freedom. But man, the message, I don't agree with that shit at all. I don't
problem with it.
What's the message in the lyrics though, Sherm?
The message in the lyrics is fucking. It's fucking. He riding and dog. Oh my god. Oh, my stomach just started kind of turn. Yo, and I'm sorry. I don't mean any disrespect. It's just I don't like songs like that. Period. From anybody.
Right. Yeah. So for the record, Sherm has said, like before anyone kind of takes it as homophobic or whatever, Sherm has made it clear to me multiple times. Like anytime we've watched a movie, if there's like any sexual content, whether it's like, heterosexual, homosexual, whatever, he is, and the same with music too. Like it really ain't. Yeah, he's like not with the shits.
Not with the shit.
So just to be clear, that's on brand for Sherm. You know what I mean? Regardless for anyone jumps to conclusions. You know what I mean? But carry on, sir.
But he's playing with fire. It's funny. No pun intended.
Right. What you did there.
Let's go.
You really want to talk about it?
Yeah, I mean, look, look, I'll jump in. So so definitely I had no idea what I was clicking on before I clicked on it, because if I did, I would have probably watched it on my phone. I had it up on my television while my youngest daughter was in the room. So yeah, there's that. So luckily I got her a tablet real quick, had her go off to the side so I could finish, watching it. And then I had already said, I was like, yeah, if this don't go well, then I'm gonna just go ahead, switch it to my phone. But the video was intense to say the least. Definitely I think it's very different from what, like, I guess if you take it from the whole Old Town Road joint and then this is the next thing you see from him, it's a bit off-putting. You know what I mean? But like for me, my honest initial thing when my wife and I talked about it immediately after she had a chance to watch it, and I said, I was like, my first takeaway. And I know a lot of people don't agree with this, but, it is what it is. But I really felt like to do something as out there as what he did. And that was, and feeling emboldened enough to do it. I feel like, that takes a bit of, it's almost like you feel freer than you felt before to be able to be out there like the way he put himself out there. And like, it's one thing to come out the closet or whatever and say, okay, tell the world you're gay. It's another thing to do that and then do a video like that. And yeah, like I felt like, while some people may feel like it's, it's for publicity, it's this, that, and the third. I think that there's a lot of negative stuff that potentially comes with that, where it's like there's plenty of ways to get attention without like potentially risking your whole career. And I think it's, for a lot of folks, it might not seem like a major risk because of how the industry moves in certain circles and stuff like that. But the truth of the matter, it is, because he's a black man. You know what I mean? And there's a whole narrative where anytime a black man or whatever kind of aligns himself with the LGBTQ community, but then also like if a black man does a role and he's straight and he dresses as a woman, you know what I mean? There's this narrative constantly, oh, that's Hollywood trying to, you know what I mean? Like talking about what it's trying to do to our masculinity and this, that, and the third. And so, I mean, there's a whole lot of other things around, a million conversations you could have about it. But the one part that probably the part I wasn't feeling the most was the sneaker joint. You know what I'm saying? It's like video is one thing. When I saw the sneaker, I was like, oh yeah, the sneaker is definitely fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's see. So yeah, so I'm gonna get into that. So let's hear James' side of it, because I don't want to get talking about the sneaker before we get James's take on this whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
Man, fuck all that. Fuck all that.
There you have it,
because I do feel like there's a push at feminizing black. They call it male toxicity. And that's a conversation that, because we are going to soon be running up on time, I want to come back to that topic with three brothers that I grew up with. But I do think that there's a push to feminize black men out there. You know what I mean? Some of it's from our own community. Some of it's from the predominant leaders that you may know and that you may follow and you may respect. I get into this argument all the time about Oprah Winfrey. I get into this argument all the time about Tyler Perry and the imagery that they portray and how they find it easy to be one way, or the mass amounts of volume that are in their books, in their dialogue, in their movies, in their stage plays that pretty much have that same type concept. As far as the video, I find it interesting. Well, I'm gonna say it like this. I would love to see somebody come out and do that same type of mockery to let's take, for example, if it was a thing with Hitler and the Nazis. Okay. And I wonder if you can get away with that same thing if it was anti-Semitic, because you know that they would come after you anytime you do something anti-Semitic. So why is it okay?
They shut that down super fast.
Absolutely. Super fast. And see, me and my many years of experience in a TV industry, I know what a lot of the top heads and what their orientation is. You know what I mean? Which is why I find it easier. Well, I feel like it's easier to portray a certain image out there because we're at a point of acceptance. And honestly, I don't have an issue with accepting, because what you eat don't make me shit, like Jay-Z would say. You know what I mean? If that's you, that's you. It's a lane for it. You know what I mean? I just find it hypocritical how it's okay to make a mockery of one thing, but then be so protective of something else. And I think that's a deeper story that I would love to come back to. Absolutely love to come back to.
I would say I don't know because like I don't know how much it's okay, because he's getting dragged for it. You know what I mean? Like it's not like and he's trolling folks, you know what I mean, going super hard. And there's plenty of people who are like deciding not to ride with him no more. Nike made it real clear, like, I know we're getting to the shoe stuff, but Nike came out super fast, like, hey, we ain't got nothing to do with this. Nothing. Nothing. Right. You know what I mean? So I think like there absolutely is backlash that he's catching from this. You know what I mean? Now, to the same degree of someone who says something anti-Semitic, that's a whole different conversation. But
but one is acceptable and the other is not. You know what I mean? That's why
I would say it's acceptable, because if you look at what's happening, like in terms of the response to like the stuff on his timeline, the vast majority of it is people not accepting what he has to say or what he's done. So I wouldn't go that far. I think you know, in terms of him being able to get out the gate with it and put it out there for the world, like absolutely, the companies were like they backed it.
That's
but
what
in terms of what public opinion is, that's a whole different joint.
That's why I brought up.
Opinion usually makes companies backpedal.
This is why I brought up my experience working in television for so long and who's in top of and in charge of running programming, because somebody had to okay that. You know what I mean? And if you okay it, you're basically saying it's acceptable for one thing to be made a mockery of, but it's unacceptable for another. And I think that's where the deeper conversation needs to be had. Not necessarily the fact that he did this and what type of backlash he's receiving from it, but who okayed it? Who said it was all right? And see, Steph says it's not the same as Hitler and the Nazis, in my opinion, and want to and would debate the regarding the Bible and its content. That's beside the point. What I'm saying is you're infringing on what a lot of people may feel and may believe, you know what I mean? And to one degree, it's okay to let it slide because the people in charge, again, it's a deeper discussion. And it's a deeper discussion. It's definitely a deeper discussion. It's not even about proving what the Bible says is right and what the concept says is wrong. It's a deeper discussion. And I don't think that especially considering we 45 minutes in, that we can take care of that same topic right now, man. We need to come back to that.
Yeah.
And the situation definitely gets deeper because of the fact that there is a shoe involved. So there is other business involved. And there's actually controversy behind the shoe, obviously, because as you can see, there's the satanic symbol on the tongue. And there's apparently only supposed to be a certain number of these shoes made. I don't even like to say the number, but you can see on the back heel of the shoe, there are only supposed to be this number of shoes made. And there's a Bible verse pertaining to the exodus of the devil from heaven when he was an angel. And if you look at the sole, you will see that there appears to be a liquid, and this liquid is rumored to be paint and one drop of blood.
One drop of blood, yeah.
One drop of blood. Whose blood has not been said yet, but to me, you know, all of this is just publicity, and it is Lil Nas X. I feel like there is a chance that this is the image that he wants to portray, but the gas that he put on it, like he put rocket fuel on this shit, and I don't know if the rocket fuel that he applied to this move was his decision or if this was the label or whoever is backing him, urging him to go this deep, because this is deep. Like this is really deep. Like, I mean, look at this shoe. Like, as far as the shoe fanatic goes, a sneakerhead goes, it's kind of dope. Like the whole concept is like, it's fucked up, but it's still kind of dope at the same time. Like blood in the soul, like
yeah, but that's basically a concept taken from a shoe that's already established.
The Jesus joint where they had the holy water in it.
No. I'm talking about the shoe itself. The shoe was I think it's
it's a collab. It's a collab with this brand called Mischief.
Right. So you know, it ain't like he is in the board meetings and creating his own shoe per se. I mean, I hope not. If not, then somebody at Nike got some explaining to do.
Yeah, no. Nike has nothing to do with it. The company Mischief, they bought the sneaker at they bought it at like retail price.
Yeah,
they bought like the amount of sneakers that they needed, and then they customized the sneakers with all of the stuff. And this isn't the first one they did. They did a Jesus version too, that literally had holy water in the sneaker. It had a cross on one of the sneakers or whatever, and literally they were selling it for over $3,000 a piece. So yeah,
this just really feels like not a desperate grab. I don't know the word I want to use, but it's an extreme grab at changing lanes as far as Lil Nas X wanting to be seen as more grown up. And, you know, the sneaker industry is a big part of the hip hop industry. And all that's going to do is just bring him more attention. Like you said, he's not involved in it, in any of the production per se, but he is receiving publicity behind it. So I'm just hoping this wasn't his way of saying, yeah, I just went ahead and sold my shit, my whole soul. I signed the contract to that bitch, and I got a sneaker. I got a sneaker in the deal. So
let's be real too. This ain't like he's a first in this. We also had Marilyn Manson, you know what I mean, who was pretty much on the same lines, the same type of questionable decisions. I'll say that. So it ain't my lane. I got a lot to say about it, but
it's a market for it. It's a market for it.
Oh, there's a market for anything.
I got a lot to say about it, and I know that art, you know what I mean, at the core part of it, it is quote unquote art. I just ain't fucking with it. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna leave it at that.
Right. Yeah, I'm just mad that my son loves Old Town Road so much, and now he can never ever.
And see, I had this discussion too. It's like he lured people in, the kids in with that song, and then and sorry, that's some you making that expression because you know what I'm saying, Sherm.
Yeah, I mean
that's some Pied Piper shit, but
that's kind of that's sketchy, man.
I'm gonna leave it alone. All right.
I mean, it's on you, so.
No, you still got Snowfall, which I did watch. By the way, I watched that shit.
I mean, do we want to get into that or
how you feel?
I mean,
go ahead, because I can keep my segment short.
9 minutes left, or less than 9. So it's y'all call, gentlemen.
So Snowfall this week last week was another great episode. They appear. I'm hoping that this is not. Yeah, right. I'm hoping that this is not the last season. I don't know what the contract is.
They signed up for one more.
One more. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh shit. Well, then the way that they showing this breakdown, like shit falls apart and tension shatter. Like man, it like every dog. Oh my god.
Because the cousin got turned into a whole crackhead out there.
You said who?
The cousin got turned into a whole crackhead out there. The ones in Arkansas.
Oh, bro, that's fucked up, man. That was so fucked up, man. I ain't like that shit.
You know it's coming,
bro. You already know what's going down, man.
Yeah.
But bro, how about Scully? How about Scully girl though?
I know. I know.
She went in on Fat Man.
What they did to Fat was horrible.
Hey,
man.
Listen. One thing I was talking to somebody about this, man. It's one thing shooting a person, like stabbing someone. It's a different level of
level rage, man.
Yo,
the whole another level of rage.
And the way she went in on homie,
man.
Yo,
that was hard to watch.
I was just about to say the same shit, dog.
My man, they deserve that, man.
But that lets you know that even though we know he was present, like for her child being killed, that like seeing someone get stabbed and what stabbing is. It's so violent that like, yo, we've watched people get shot up this whole season, shot in the head real quick, boom, 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 boom. But that scene, even with what happened to her, it's still hard to watch her do that.
Yeah. That
lets you know, like, yeah, but I think that is great, like writing, storytelling, and all of that, because they knew that. They was just like, there's a million ways she could have got back, but to show her true pain and rage, she has to do this in the most violent and destructive way possible, to the point that people who understand why she's like this still are like, just can't really like rock with it. And just, yeah, man, it was heavy, bro. It was super heavy, man, watching that whole shit.
Yeah.
Mm.
But what was the part you was talking about, James?
Huh?
You talking about Arkansas?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I said, you know, they're gonna turn into a whole crackhead. You know what I mean? That's foretelling. You can see that happening a mile away.
So if y'all don't know what we're talking about, shit got thick in Cali. Fred Franklin don't have no more spots because he fucked up with Scully and Manboy, so he ain't got no more spots right now. So I forgot his uncle name. But his uncle and his wife or girlfriend.
We'll just call him Soul Glow for now.
Soul Glow.
Bow-legged Lou.
They took Lou. So they took the coke out to Arkansas and they showed Lou's homegirl and her husband how to cook this shit up. And these motherfuckers
can't wait to do it. They can't wait to smoke.
Bruh, but they so
they looking at the car like y'all leaving. All right, what time y'all gone?
Man, they so off the reservation though that they don't understand. They ain't seen nothing. Oh, this about to go so like I feel so bad for him, man.
Yeah,
I feel so bad for him. But we could keep talking about this. But we're gonna end up talking right through James' segment, so I don't want to
keep it short.
Yeah, so
which I'm gonna keep short. So let's roll into this now, and then we're gonna say our goodbyes, and we're gonna have Steph sing us out. So now I'm playing. So the NBA trade deadline was last Thursday, ended at 5 p.m. The biggest winners of the trade deadline, I would say, would be Denver in a sense because they picked up Aaron Gordon from Orlando. Orlando had a flyer sale, so they lost Vucevic to Chicago, who was an all-star. They lost Aaron Gordon to Denver. Denver has a nice front court right now, but I want to say the other big winner of the trade deadline was my Miami Heat, who are right now on a slight skid because we let go of a few people in the process of making this trade happen. They picked up Victor Oladipo, and they were going to have a buyout of LaMarcus Aldridge, which he informed them that he was going to sign with Miami. He gave all intentions he was going to sign to Miami, and then at the very last minute, he signs with the Brooklyn Nets. So Brooklyn now has Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, James Harden, Blake Griffin, and LaMarcus Aldridge with DeAndre Jordan and a cast of other guys on the bench.
That sounds like the Justice League.
The Justice League. Right. Now, let me say this though, because the Blake Griffin and LaMarcus Aldridge, their best days are behind them. So for me, it's easy to say on paper that they look good, but it wouldn't be surprising to me if these guys didn't make it to the finals. But if I had to take a guess, they're in the lead to make it to the finals, but it wouldn't be surprising at all if they don't make it because Griffin and LaMarcus Aldridge ain't the same people. Nonetheless, though, Kyrie Irving and James Harden and Kevin Durant were already enough as is. You know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting to see. Right now, Miami is also trying to get another big. They also signed a guy. I can't even pronounce his last name. That's why I ain't said it yet. But he was from the Sacramento Kings. And they're trying to get Gang. Oh, real quick also, the Lakers also signed Drummond. Drummond was on a buyout from the Cleveland Cavaliers. He now plays with LeBron and them. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens moving forward. But the league is kind of picking up. After that, I want you guys to check out this documentary. I don't know for those who haven't seen it yet. Hopefully, HBO Max, they just released a documentary, The Day Sports Stood Still. Highly recommend it. It has to do with what happened in the NBA as well as all sports across the world when the outbreak of COVID happened. A portion of it talks about the COVID incident and how that stopped the startup, but also the things that happened in the middle of that. because we also had George Floyd's murder. We had Breonna Taylor's murder. We also had Jacob Blake's murder. And a whole lot of it was happening at the same time when they were trying to get back into playing the sports again. So it's something to look out for. Very well done by Chris Paul and crew. Check it out. We're gonna keep it short again because it's been a heavy episode today, but a very good and very interesting one. So that's all I got for y'all. Next week I'll have more. And yeah, Sherm, you ain't no beer today, no nothing.
No, I'm just got this. I'm drinking Moscow Mule tonight. I couldn't go get no beer, and I wasn't going to just go grab beer for the sake of having beer. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just go with my."
Real quick, I just picked up that peanut butter whiskey. I don't know if you heard about it yet.
No,
yeah, it's different.
I would like to try that.
It's different. I'll swing by and bring the pint I got.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out how to mix it and blend it well, but yeah.
Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to drink it, so Sherm, you'll just let me know how the mouth feels are.
Yeah. Substantial, it's on you, baby.
Oh man.
You know we petty. So hey man, listen, it's always a great time with everybody, man. Thank y'all so much for watching. We had a lot of dope conversation happening in the chat tonight. We appreciate y'all all so much. We saw Brazil was in the house repping. That's what's up. Lots of Brooklyn love. And shout out to everybody else who came through. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. As Cash mentioned at the top, we are only 4 subscribers away from hitting 100 subscribers on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, we appreciate the love as well. Make sure you like us on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter. It's 3 The Odd Way across all platforms. And we do have a Patreon. So those of you who want to support, you can sign up for Patreon. There's merch available by signing up for Patreon. For those of you who stay loyal, you get certain things at different levels and all that good stuff. So patreon.com/3 The Odd Way and 3 The Odd Way across all platforms.
And look, don't make me pull up at somebody's house for 4 subscribers, man. Like I don't want to pull up at your house, knocking at your door, talking about, let me see your phone right quick. So just go ahead and tap that joint right quick, man, because you don't want to see me. I'm 6'4.5". You don't want me at your door.
Yeah, stands the short one.
Right.
Stands the short one.
Pretty much. I've been letting my hair grow. I'll make sure I wear some sneakers with thicker soles, so that way I'm on there.
Hey, real quick. For those that don't know, Fan been 6 feet since 5th grade.
Man, taller than these dudes, right? Well, at least
not me.
Not sure, but yeah, I was taller than Cash.
I thought you was going to be tall though. When we was in elementary school, I thought you was going to be tall.
I thought he was going to be like 6'9". This man was still 6 feet.
You know what's funny, man? So my doctor told me, and this is all like I'm telling you exactly what happened.
Told me I needed a backiotomy.
Right now, so my doctor told me when I was like, I think in 7th or 8th grade, that at the rate that I was growing, because I was averaging like 4 inches a year, like in terms of growth spurts. And so my doctor was like, yo, he was like, at the rate you're growing, you could grow to be like 6'5", 6'6", or whatever. Like we'll see. And then so I started asking him, because like most of the dudes who I knew was that tall weren't playing football. They were playing basketball. But I wasn't thinking about league dudes. I'm thinking about people around me. So the whole time I'd start finding out like different ways that different things that could stunt your growth. And part of that was weightlifting. So like, in high school, I was ridiculous, man. Like
that's why I haven't had Jordan on the weight yet. You know what I mean? Like it'll let you grow, stretch out a little bit.
Yeah.
Other things, calisthenics and things like that. Yeah, but
right. But yeah, you doing powerlifting and stuff like that? Because that's what I was doing, man. I was doing like 750 on the power sled. You know what I mean? Like I was squatting like 5 something. My back is jacked up to this date because of what I was doing. You know what I mean?
What'd that do for you?
What? That's part of the reason why I hops. That's part of the reason why I was Cash. No, that's part, and you know too. That's why that rim was in my house, money, because I was jumping out the gym. Stop faking. Like I ain't win the dunk contest at Landover Mall like 3 times.
Now look at you.
That's how we went.
Now look at you, little Stan. Oh,
that's all right. That's all right.
Little Stan.
It's cool. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got those hops no more. You know, but
man, you had them hops in like 30 damn years, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's all right. You know that's true. That is true. You left
them hops in middle school.
No, high school. I was still getting up. I was still able to dunk in high school.
Yo, we just got some more subscribers, y'all. Hey, we appreciate y'all.
We appreciate y'all.
Really those are the ones that didn't want to see my ugly ass face at their house.
That's what it was.
Or they didn't want to see me at their house because they got a wife in there and they were scared that I was going to show up and I was going to leave. But you ain't got to worry because I already got one. I wasn't going to take yours. You fucking around.
I had a real inappropriate joke, but I was like, nope, don't do it. We're gonna lose like 5 subscribers. Don't do it. Don't do it. I was like, ooh, no. Joey's like, but anyway, we out of here, man. We be on this show, fool. But hey, man, y'all have a great night, fellas. Of course, y'all stick around after because I definitely want to show you this other joint. But everyone, y'all have a great night. Thanks for all the support. Remember, you can also listen to the audio version of the podcast. If you're ever on the go and you're not able to watch us, you can follow the podcast on Spotify or any other platform that you listen to podcasts. All right. So on that note, we're out for real. Y'all have a good night. Peace.
Take care.